The world is a canvas of white. An endless expanse of snow and ice stretches to a horizon that does not exist. Here, the sky, the ground are one. The wind is the only true architect of this landscape. It sculpts the snow into long, sweeping drifts. It howls a low, mournful song across the frozen plains. Sounds are swallowed by the immense quiet, the sharp crack of shifting ice. The whisper of falling snow breaks the silence. This is the Arctic, stark beauty, profound emptiness. Life must be incredibly resilient to survive. A shape emerges from the swirling mist, a slow, deliberate movement against the stark white, a smudge of yellow against the snow, a ghost in the blizzard. It is a polar bear. The bear is a shadow of its former self, not moving with the power and grace of its kind. Each step requires immense effort. Head hanging low, heavy with fatigue. The wind pushes against its body, but the bear plods onward, driven by an ancient instinct, the instinct to survive, even when survival seems impossible. As it draws nearer, the struggle becomes clear. The white coat is gone. In its place, a grotesque matted shell, a moving reef of parasites and barnacles. Thick, horrifying clusters cling to its fur. The weight is immense. They pull at the skin, a constant, agonizing burden. Patches rubbed raw and bloody, breath ragged, shallow pants, steam clouds with every pained exhale. A king in exile dethroned by a million tiny invaders. A battle it cannot win alone. The parasites are relentless, a living armor slowly killing what it encases. Barnacles, usually on slow sea creatures, on this weakened mammal. Friction in the water makes swimming a chore. Pounds of dead weight make each land step monumental. Trapped within its own body, a prisoner of its own coat, its world reduced to one agonizing journey through endless white. The sound grows from a faint hum into a rhythmic beat. It is a sound that does not belong here. It is mechanical, powerful, purposeful. A helicopter appears through a break in the clouds, a dark dragonfly against the pale sky. It flies low, rotors whipping the snow into a frenzy. Inside, a team of rescuers scans the landscape. Their faces are etched with concentration. They know the challenges of this environment. They know that time is their greatest enemy. The weather can turn in an instant. The animal they seek could be lost forever under a fresh blanket of snow. They spot it. A dark shape, almost completely covered by the drift. The pilot expertly maneuvers the aircraft, setting it down a safe distance away. The moment the skids touch the ice, the doors slide open. A small group of people, clad in thick, insulated gear, steps out into the maelstrom. Two rescuers walk carefully toward the distant, curled-up shape of the polar bear. The wind hits them like a physical blow. They lean into it, their movements practiced and efficient. They carry large packs filled with medical equipment and survival gear. Every piece of equipment is designed to function in these extreme temperatures. They are a lifeline in this frozen desert. The team advances toward the bear with caution and respect. They do not rush. They move in a slow line, deliberate, making themselves visible. The lead rescuer, a seasoned veterinarian, holds up a hand, signaling the others to pause. The bear has lifted its head. Its dark eyes watch their approach. There is no aggression in its gaze, only a deep, profound weariness. It is too weak to run, too tired to fight. The team speaks in low voices, calm voices. The sounds are meant to soothe, not to startle. They are communicating across the species barrier with the universal language of gentle intention. The vet unslings a pair of binoculars. She studies the bear's condition from a distance. The sight is worse than she had imagined. The sheer density of the parasitic load is shocking. She can see the raw, inflamed skin around the bear's neck and shoulders. She can see the way its body shivers, not just from cold, but from pain and fever. She makes a quick assessment. The bear needs immediate medical intervention. A plan forms in her mind, a sequence of steps that must be executed perfectly. The risk is enormous to the bear. The risk is enormous to her team. But to do nothing is to condemn this animal to a certain painful death. The bear is carefully sedated. A single, precisely aimed dart delivers the tranquilizer. The team waits, watching for the moment the powerful muscles relax and the great head sinks into the snow. Only then do they move in. They work with a quiet urgency, their actions synchronized. They slide a specialized stretcher beneath the animal. With a coordinated effort, they lift the immense weight and carry the bear back towards the helicopter. It will be taken to a temporary field station, a large heated tent erected on a stable patch of sea ice. It is a small island of warmth and light in the vast, cold darkness. Inside the tent, the scene is one of focused activity. Bright, battery-powered lights illuminate the space, casting long shadows. The bear is gently placed on insulated mats. Monitors are attached to track its heart rate and breathing. The air is filled with the soft beeps of the medical equipment and the quiet, professional murmur of their voices. The gentle, instrumental music plays softly from a small speaker, a deliberate effort to maintain a calm atmosphere. The bear's life is now in their hands. They are its only hope. The work of removing the parasites begins. It is a painstaking, delicate process. The team uses specialized tools, like dental scrapers and forceps, to carefully pry the barnacles from the fur and skin. They work in small sections, one person gently flushing the area with warm, sterile water, while another carefully removes the organisms. Great chunks of the foul-smelling crust come away, revealing the damaged skin beneath. The rescuers wear gloves, but they can feel the sharp edges of the shells. They see the living parasites wriggling as they are exposed to the light. It is a grim and difficult task. As they work, the true extent of the damage is revealed. Deep lacerations are cleaned and disinfected. Puncture wounds from the biting parasites are treated with antibiotic ointment. The vet moves around the bear, administering intravenous fluids and an injection of powerful antibiotics to fight the systemic infection. It is a slow, methodical battle. For every square inch of skin they reclaim, another waits. They work for hours, their backs aching, their fingers growing numb, united by a shared purpose: to free this magnificent creature from its living prison. The first phase of the rescue is complete. The vast majority of the parasites have been removed. The bear's body, now free from its suffocating armor, lies peacefully under warm blankets. Its fur is patchy, its fur is thin, its skin is a mosaic of red wounds. Its skin shows antiseptic cream. But for the first time in what must have been months, it is not in constant pain. Its breathing is deeper and more regular. The frantic shivering has subsided. The team members take a moment to step back, their faces showing a mixture of exhaustion and relief. The critical intervention is over. Now, the long watch begins. Recovery is not a straight line. It is a slow, meandering path. The first few days are crucial. The vet monitors the bear's vital signs constantly. She checks the healing wounds for any new signs of infection. The risk of complications is high. The bear's immune system has been under siege for a long time. The team must remain vigilant. They take shifts to keep someone awake and watching. They speak in hushed tones, careful not to disturb the patient. Outside, the Arctic wind continues its assault, a constant reminder of the harsh world awaiting the bear's return. A critical milestone is reached on the third day. The bear begins to stir. It lifts its head. Its eyes are clearer than before. The team prepares a small meal. It is a carefully formulated broth, rich in nutrients and easy to digest. They place the bowl near the bear's head. It sniffs at the offering, hesitant. Then slowly it begins to lap at the liquid. A collective, silent sigh of relief passes through the team. The return of appetite is a powerful sign. It means the bear's internal systems are beginning to function again. It means it has the will to live. The passing days bring more signs of progress. The bear's wounds begin to scab over. The angry redness of its skin starts to fade. It is able to sit up on its own. Then it manages to stand, albeit unsteadily. As the bear's physical health improves, its personality begins to emerge. The clouded gaze of suffering is replaced by one of curiosity and intelligence. It watches the movements of the rescuers with keen interest. It learns the rhythms of the camp, the changing of the shifts, the preparation of its food. A fragile bond of trust begins to form. The bear no longer flinches when the vet approaches to check its wounds. It seems to understand that these humans are the source of its relief from pain. It is a remarkable connection, a silent understanding between two very different species. The team begins a program of gentle rehabilitation. They encourage the bear to move, to walk around the spacious enclosure. At first, its steps are clumsy. Its muscles, atrophied from long disuse and burdened by its former parasitic load, must relearn their function. The rescuers watch its gait, noting its progress. They celebrate the first time it puts its full weight on a previously injured leg. They marvel as it begins to stretch, to roll onto its back, to groom the new, clean fur that is beginning to grow in. These are the natural behaviors of a healthy bear, and seeing them return is deeply rewarding. There are moments of quiet interaction that will stay with the team forever. One rescuer sits just outside the enclosure, speaking softly to the bear for hours. The bear, in return, lies with its head on its paws, watching him intently. It is not the behavior of a pet. It is a relationship built on mutual respect. The rescuers are careful not to domesticate the animal. They know that its survival depends on retaining its wild instincts. Their goal is not to tame it, but to heal it. The bear's strength returns with each passing day. The hollows in its frame begin to fill out. Its coat grows thicker, the new fur a brilliant, healthy white. It starts to show signs of restlessness, a desire to move beyond the confines of the tent. The team recognizes these signs. The bear is ready. The time for them to let go is approaching. There is a sense of pride mixed with a touch of melancholy. They have grown fond of this stoic, resilient animal. But they know its true home is out there, on the endless ice. They prepare for that goodbye. The day of the release arrives. The weather has cleared. A perfect window opens. The sky is a brilliant, cloudless blue. The sun, low on the horizon, casts a golden light across the snow. Ice crystals glitter like a million tiny diamonds. A gentle breeze stirs the snow. It is a perfect Arctic day, a day for new beginnings. The team prepares the bear for departure. A final health check is performed. The vet confirms that it is strong, healthy, fully recovered. A small, non-invasive satellite tag is attached. The door to the enclosure opens. The bear hesitates at the threshold between recovery and wild. It sniffs the crisp, cold air. It surveys the immense vista of ice and sky. The rescuers step back, giving it space. Their work is done. The choice belongs to the bear. No words, only anticipation and hope. They've given it a second chance at life. The rest is up to him, hearts full of quiet, bittersweet joy. The bear takes its first step onto the snow, a confident, powerful stride. It walks a short distance and stops. It turns its great head and looks back at the team, a long, steady gaze, a look that feels like acknowledgement, a silent farewell. Then, with beautiful finality, it turns away. It walks toward the sea ice, limbs carrying it effortlessly, a king returning to its kingdom. From behind the team, the bear grows smaller and smaller. It moves with purpose, the instinct of the hunt. Head up, nose testing the wind, no longer a victim, but a predator. Merging with the landscape, its coat camouflaged. Soon, just a distant spot against the endless white. And then, gone, vanished into the horizon, reclaimed by the wild. The team stands in silence, watching the empty space. The mission is complete. In the quiet that follows, the team begins to pack up their camp. The tent is dismantled. Equipment is stowed. All traces of their presence are removed from the ice. The landscape is pristine and untouched, but something has changed. An echo of their compassion remains. The story of this one bear is a powerful testament to the difference care and intervention can make. A story of success in a world of environmental challenges. A single bright point of light against a sometimes dark backdrop. This rescue raises important questions. Barnacles on a polar bear, highly unusual. A symptom of a changing world. Less sea ice as the climate warms. Bears forced to swim longer distances. More time in the water. Greater vulnerability to marine organisms. This bear's plight may be a warning from the front lines of climate change. Rescue teams save animals and gather crucial ecosystem data. Courage and dedication, profoundly inspiring. They work in one of the planet's most inhospitable environments. Extreme cold, unpredictable weather, the inherent risks of working with a powerful predator. Yet they act without hesitation, driven by respect for nature and a deep sense of duty. Humanity can be more than a force for destruction, a force for healing, for compassion, for stewardship. Each life saved renews that promise. The story ends where it began, on the vast white ice. The bear roams free, past suffering fading. It will hunt, it will swim, it will survive, thanks to strangers who refuse to let it perish. One act of kindness ripples outwards. It inspires others. It fuels hope. It reinforces the connection between our fate and the fate of wild creatures. The wind blows across the snow, carrying the tale of 1,000,000 parasites, one bear, and a daring rescue that affirmed the enduring power of compassion.